It's a beautiful day to govern.
We are live, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome to the meeting of the Township of Bonaire Valley Committee meeting, Tuesday, May 19th, 2026. It's 1:30. I call this meeting to order. You've seen the agenda. Are there any additions or changes to the agenda?
I have an addition, Mr. Chair. I'd just like to introduce the idea of a patio at Charlie's Eatery on Bonaire Street.
Very good. And may I have a mover? Tracy? All in favor? Done. Are there any matters of pecuniary interest or general nature thereof? Seeing none, you've seen the minutes. Are there any, may I have a motion for approval of the minutes if there's no changes needed? Merv? All in favor? Thank you. I see no delegations today. So we'll begin our meeting with a report from Kevin.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Kevin.
This is my report for the month of May. As you can see, a sense of interest about the Arctic Winter Games. We had good attendance, about 125 kids, well attended. We had lots of fun for the day.
Great photos, by the way. Just
Yeah.
wanna throw that in. It's nice to see when you give an update on something that, you know, we can see what's happening.
I like getting the photos too.
Yeah, love it.
Good, thank you. The Eagle's Nest.
The blinds are so much better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful.
my goodness, they are so much better.
Yeah, that was a big change, big change.
And they're on brand too, the color.
Yeah, no, they look great, and because the old ones were gross.
Yeah,
They had lived their life.
they did their thing.
I didn't scroll down enough to see that there was photos, so I went back yet. I thought I was over at the.
It looked like someone's dresses from, you know, the 50s.
Yeah, well, they're these, but the long ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they
the roller sheets.
yeah, the black, they're nice.
Tourist booth, open this weekend, and all the public bathrooms open, timers and that, so everything's good to go that way. Up the Legion Field, splash pad will be turned on 1st of June.
I did have a request that it be put on earlier. I will go back to the person that asked and explain, this isn't just the flick of the switch. And I don't, although it was very, very, very hot yesterday and today, we're supposed to get into some cooler weather, so I'll leave that at your discretion, Kevin.
Okay.
Because then Kevin may have to publish a picture of the children playing in the snow.
That's fun. Yeah. Well, you never know what the weather these days.
I know.
It's so changeable. Yeah, just up at the Legion Field is maintenance now, and we have minor ball started. Soccer, minor soccer, we have Opeongo soccer booked in on Friday nights and some Sunday night games, so the ball field's getting utilized, so it's good to see. Yeah, so when soccer starts, ball's already started, and rest continues.
So before we move on to McCray, just two things for Legion Field. Number one, you and I spoke about the lawn bowling, that we just invest a little bit of money in some equipment and mow a little bit of lawn. If it takes off, and I've got a volunteer that's willing to run a bit of a club. If it takes off, then next year, the will is to make a bigger investment with, you know, a proper area and some better equipment. That can be a decision for next council, but let's see if it flies. And the other thing is, we are receiving $4,000 in sponsorship from Killy Wood Products for some shade trees at Legion Field. Megan would like to meet with me in June, and I'd like you and Annette to be in that meeting. But I think that you need to figure out strategically where those trees should go. I know you and I talked about maple trees. That seems to be the shade tree of choice. But just to make your lawn mowing and all your maintenance a little easier, but
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure how much $4,000 in trees buys you, do you know?
Depends how big the trees are that you.
I assume
Depends
like
on
if
the size
they're
of the
a
trees.
little more mature as opposed to, I don't think we wanna plant
Yeah, you want a
saplings.
5 foot high,
Yeah,
well-established tree.
okay, so Kevin, could you maybe source?
Yeah, sure.
Just- Yeah. Yeah, let's start with a tree that's,
Good.
on its way.
And
Yeah.
local species, that's the way to go, and,
I agree.
and nice big leaves.
Yes,
And when we're on the tree, we're losing some ash trees in Centennial Park, so. Cause the ash worm.
all
and
right.
they're dying, so, probably this year they're okay, but next year we'll probably have to cut them,
Okay,
so.
Yeah.
That'll work.
there's
well.
quite a nice canopy though in Gerald Tracy Park.
Yeah.
Like even if you had to cut a few.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But Legion Field, I mean, sometimes
No,
it's like standing on the sun.
Biggest fear would be is that they disappear.
Oh,
I have one too on my property.
There's a fair chance of that. There may be natural immunity in some trees, but we won't know. The trouble with Dutch elm disease in the 60s is they cut every tree down without waiting to see if there was trees
I
that were
was,
immune.
I was referring to somebody stealing.
Oh,
oh,
over the 5 foot, yes. Well,
that's funny, John, because the street I grew up on in Toronto used to have a canopy of elm trees. And they had to cut them all down due to Dutch elm. That was
So bad.
before my time, but yeah, apparently it was just spectacular. In any case, if you would do that, Kevin, that would be
Yep.
great, and then we'll meet with Megan, just so that everybody knows. Killu Wood Products 40th anniversary this year and our 25th, of course. So a lovely sponsorship and partnership with them.
It's great.
it's great.
And it's my biggest complaint about Legion Field,
Mhm.
not enough shade.
For sure.
All right.
McCray Park, maintenance, door beds. Once planter boxes, once June comes, mid-June, planters be going back on the bridge, so hopefully we'll have nice weather by mid-June. And others, everything else in pretty much maintenance, Old Yongle Park, we tilled it already, Windmill Park, we're going hopefully tomorrow, and we're gonna clean up there and paint the lines and get everything ready for summer.
Lovely.
So that's my
So
report.
did Michelle speak to you? I know you love seeing Michelle. When she comes towards you, do you run screaming?
No,
Cause you know it's gonna be a favor. So we were looking into an inflatable duck to promote the duck race and a banner for across the bridge. But stay tuned because the EACDG meeting is on Wednesday. So she'll look for some funds from them to purchase those two things.
Is someone sitting in the duck like you?
No, this is a 10-foot duck, not a pool duck.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to sit in the duck
Yeah.
all the time?
Just for a little bit.
Here, ducky, ducky,
Alex
ducky.
would like that.
Okay, so those were just two things that, and she wanted to sell duck tickets at the tourist booth as well. So you are gonna be hearing from her.
Okay.
And I'll bring this up again when we do community development and then Rachel's report. But we got a sponsorship of $5,000 from CNL. Thank you to CNL for more drones. And when Annette phoned the company or Rachel phoned the company, they said, yep, that extra 5,000, we can do so much more with the drone show. They can spell things out, they can do a beaver or whatever you guys were suggesting, but it'll be
A duck,
it'll be after the duck race.
multi-purpose.
Yeah. But it'll be a bigger and better, not longer show, because the drones can only stay up for a certain amount of time, but a bigger show. So thank you to our partners at CNL. That was
great.
so I didn't realize that you knew Eric, by the way. That was funny.
McGoy, yeah, he's a
And
good friend of mine. I
we
was
were-
invited to his wedding.
I had already been teasing him when the new owners took over at CNL. I was teasing him at a dinner. I'm like, ooh. sponsorships. I have something for you to sponsor. And then I saw him at Queens Park Day and
Yeah.
I sent him the photo of him and the premier. And I'm like, did that buy me a sponsorship for? And he's like, yes, how much did you want? And I'm like, $1 million. Then I said, would 5,000 be too much? And he said, I'll let you know in the next 2 weeks. And the next morning, he said, you got your 5 grand, contact Phil, and
That's great.
yeah,
That's wonderful.
so, yay, thank you so much to Sienna. The premier told him he was the best dressed guy there, by the way, so.
He used to work for Mike Gravel.
Oh, okay,
He's a Thunder Bay boy.
gotcha.
Did your, are both your students on site working now, or?
Yes, I have 2 students on right now. More will come mid-month when they finished up school and.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yes.
And we're all ready for Legion Field
Or me,
to open up the youth.
yes. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah, that's
Exciting.
hopefully, we're shooting for June. That's when everything gets ball and it gets full swing, so that's what we're shooting for that week.
And I feel like everybody's been really sleepy this year because the weather's been so cold and yucky. And I feel like just this weekend, people started to wake
Yeah.
up and, you
Yeah.
know, oh, summertime is coming.
well, Kevin, your department has done well, and it did things in the right order. Bathrooms open first, then everything else is gonna look better. Thank you.
Everything flows from there.
Yeah, that's bad.
Exactly.
That's bad,
That was a
right?
good one.
That was really bad. No, that, it was bad.
Sandra, are you ready?
Yeah, I didn't really have a report, just the finance.
Just the
They were not in
financials.
last month's,
Mhm.
All right,
or last time I reported, so unless anybody has any questions.
I had one, sorry, get off transportation. Sorry,
What page?
I'm looking, what page is transportation? Hang on a second. Just the number missing, I think.
about the electric vehicles.
Okay, no. Equipment charges. So we have a value, actual value of 35,293, but in the final budget, 0. That makes sense?
Yeah, 'cause those are internal charges,
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure.
and
Should have told them.
actually now with our new software, we're not doing those any longer.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was just like a
Yeah.
flag to me, it's like, okay.
Yes,
Good catch.
we never budgeted for them.
did your heart skip a beat?
It did, because
Yeah.
I missed out at that budget meeting.
If you're hoping to catch Sandra out, not
No,
gonna
I-
happen, I'm gonna tell you that.
Agreed. Agreed, you gotta wake up
That goes
pretty
there.
early in the
That
morning.
goes for most of the staff.
Yeah, I know, right? I hate it when they preempt me.
All right, that
All right.
was it.
We're ready for the CAO administration report.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So Sarah has had her baby girl and she is off. So Rachel has joined on and is getting on very well. We also have Jenna here assisting us at the office until the swim program starts. So it doesn't start until July and August. She'll be just at Rotary Beach running the swim program and the Aquafit on the Fridays. But right now you can hear, if you go out there, she's constantly on the phone, making sure everything's registered. She was promoting through the high schools, the bronze star and the bronze medallion. Says, I mean, you're not gonna get it any cheaper anywhere else. Like it's like more than half the price here. And yeah, and then she was also at the fun fair at the school last week. So I think she got a few registrations there. I think we already have like over 80 people.
88.
Great.
So it's
Crazy.
yeah, so it's going well, but
Fantastic.
continues
Yeah.
to promote it, and she's got some interesting ideas for the aquafits on Fridays, maybe some ideas for certain types of music. You could have a country aquafit, we could have a 70s rock aquafit. We don't know,
Rock.
we don't know what we could have a Taylor Swift,
Yes.
Tell the story.
so,
Tell your story about music.
music.
Your embarrassing story.
What's my
Were you asked if they had anything to play
Oh.
music?
Yeah.
And that's imagining a boom box.
Thank you so much for bringing that up.
Such a good story.
When Jenna was telling me that, oh, I have an idea, maybe attract more people and we're gonna have themed music days at Aquafit, and I said, oh, that's great. I said, so do you have everything you need? Like, do you have something to play the music? And in my head, the word ghetto blaster is
But we're not allowed to say that anymore.
I'm like, no, that's not the word I'm looking for. There's something else I'm looking for, but it's not coming. But I'm like, you know, like a portable thing to play music on or whatever. And she goes, oh yeah, no, I'm sure we'll be fine, blah, blah. And then as I'm speaking, I go, I'm so sorry, Jenna. We have streaming now, right, on these things called cell phones, and we just bring a Wi-Fi speaker, and that's how it's probably gonna work, right? And she looks at me, she goes, yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm so sorry, it's just before lunch, Annette is very tired clearly, and yeah, obviously showing her age, so that's,
I said,
That's
Alex,
where-
this morning, this is why Gen
Yeah.
Xers are so angry.
it was
We
sad.
went from albums to cassette
Oh, yeah.
tapes to CDs to MP3s to streaming.
Yeah,
We had to
And
replace all of our
8-tracks.
stuff.
yeah.
8-tracks too.
Yeah.
So-
I didn't do a lot of.
Well, I guess I won't bring
my.
my record player down.
No,
Yeah.
you can if you want to, we
Although
include
record
everybody.
players are back in.
They are
Yeah.
too. I thought that was such a sweet story.
Yeah.
And something that I probably would have thought of too,
Yeah.
like, oh, well, if you're gonna have music, you need something to,
Yeah.
you know,
Do you have it?
John Cusack can say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is the Friday, is it a drop-in or do you have to register?
So it's a drop-in,
Oh, that's
but, Rachel did, say that maybe we'd sell, cause last year we did it as a drop-in too, but we found like, we didn't have a whole lot of uptake, so we're hoping to promote it further. We're wondering also, maybe if people came in and bought like, you
Tick-
know, 5 weeks ahead of time and you just tick the boxes.
That's great,
uh,
like a little
maybe-
card of,
Yes.
you buy your 5 cards, 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she's gonna make up one of those, cause maybe that will then,
That's
you know, if
perfect.
people paid for 5 ahead of time, they're probably for sure. showing up.
Exactly.
You know
So,
what, though?
yeah.
In your defense, you brought it in really late, right? That was your brainchild,
Yes,
sort
yes,
of, ha-
yeah.
like into the swim season.
Mhm.
If we start promoting it now.
Yes, and we are.
And we
so
have
we're hope-
themes.
Yeah, so, yeah.
And I know you'll be there for the Taylor Swift
It
one.
just keeps getting
For
bigger
sure.
and bigger and bigger, so.
But you're
Sounds like we
absolutely
should
right.
go.
It can be a nice day, you have all these things on the go and, oh, I didn't quite make it. But if you bought the thing, you make sure that
Yeah.
you're gonna go, so
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
love that idea.
so hopefully
Agreed.
it'll take off this year.
it's like a gym member.
Sign me up.
That's
Sign me up.
So I could knock out.
So that's going well, and, you know, many meetings, throughout the month, I was happy to sort of, reach out both through, the MMAH forum and through, AMCTO, through a few different things, we did a finance forum, and, I teach a course on change management in clerks too. So that's always great to get together with colleagues across the province, and, we had some really good discussions, and then, the conference is coming up at Deerhurst in the beginning of June, so I've got a couple of presentations there too, so that'll be good.
Cool.
AMO delegation requests, so, these are due on the 21st. So these are the 4 that at this point I'm sort of proposing to committee, so looking for direction for staff to say, yes, go ahead, apply for them, doesn't mean we're gonna get them.
Are we guaranteed one or any?
No,
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 Okay.
no, we're not.
no, but they've been trying to, because now they've got a whole bunch more parliamentary assistants.
Okay,
So like where it used to be the minister and 1 parliamentary assistant, some of them have 3 or 2. And so they're able to cast a wider net for delegation requests. And I will say there are other things that I would like to meet with, but I am doing it as the warden. And as Eastern Ontario Wardens Caucus and as a Roma rep.
Mhm.
So I've got delegations and none of them are these. So I'm excited that these are all different.
I like these and I'm perfectly willing to leave it to Annette and yourself to, you'll have to rank them at some point, I guess? Or do you just throw them
No,
out
just-
like,
Yeah, we
Person
just
one,
take the
okay.
application and whoever says yes, and the only time it becomes an issue is when they book us in at the same time. And then we pick which one we
And-
like the most and talk to the other person to say, can we move it?
okay,
And sometimes they move them on us.
Yes, that's true too.
Yes,
Yes,
they like to see you run.
yes.
I only wear sneakers at conferences now.
do we need to do the alcohol return one since we've already heard from them?
I don't think it hurts.
I mean, we have ours open, but I think it's across the.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that, to other municipalities too, right?
Yeah,
Just to show support.
Yeah, we may be on the cusp, we might be
Yeah.
first out of the gate.
yeah.
It's just weird to go into a meeting like, you've already said yes to us, so thanks.
Oh, no, sometimes that's good.
Yeah,
You go in and you say,
yeah. But you
Just-
should do this for everyone.
yeah.
And I think
Exactly.
Madawaska Valley is going to take the lead on that one because
Okay.
they're having
Okay.
quite a few, if you've read the leader and stuff, they're having
They-
quite a few challenges up there. Especially with their small business who are being pressured to sort of take these back, but
Yeah.
they're like, we can't really afford this program. So what they're looking for, there's other avenues, not just, I'm
Right.
glad that. Something came together here,
Yeah,
but, and we may get other calls from other groups who want to do the same thing and what, but.
Yeah, it cost them a fortune, that one little business, just on the AODA. So one of the things that I did on the weekend is I went to the museum. And I just wanted to look at the storage area that surrounds the L's around.
Mhm.
There is plenty of room there and you know,
Remember
what?
the kitchen, that back
The
kitchen?
back,
Yeah,
it's not really a kitchen,
No,
it's
it's
just a
not.
sink with chairs,
it's a useless.
and a ladder.
space.
Yeah.
Useless space.
Okay.
but it's really too bad. Cause that bathroom as it is just too small.
Mhm.
Like if you had a small wheelchair or a walker, it's fine, but a proper wheelchair,
Yeah.
there's no way. There's
Do
no
they
way,
have a high enough toilet and grab bars?
I don't know.
Because those are unexpected,
No, I don't-
unexpected changes that could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But there is enough room around the washroom to make it perfectly accessible. So I think if we use us as the example, that the washroom is this many square feet, but there's this many square feet in and all around it. And we'd be like, the dignity of just being able to use a washroom.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, and I have reached out to a couple of other contractors to try and get additional, now that we have some more time.
yeah,
Yeah.
Additional pricing and
Awesome.
and hopefully more grants will come out in the future. And we'll
We,
be-
we may find that our delaying for the reasons we did is a good thing. We may be able to come up with a better plan overall.
agreed.
And this process could, like, you never know when everybody's sort of applying for,
Yeah.
like this grant during this term. It might come out again in the fall, or it might come out again next spring, and there might be less applicants.
Yeah,
And then it ends up being a less competitive time, and it actually, you wouldn't have got it if you'd applied the first time, but you got it because you waited till the next. Sometimes that's a funny game too.
Grant,
I'm-
I would predict grants for accessible facilities are not going to go down in number.
I
No,
don't think so.
no.
I don't think so.
I'm disappointed. I'm glad we applied for the beach mat. I am, because that's been a thing for many years that I've had people reach out personally and request. I think it's an excellent thing to apply for that grant. I'm just disappointed about the parameters,
yeah.
right? About an accessible washroom. So anyway, we'll see what we can do.
So we're good with these four?
Yes.
I am,
My husband loved that I discussed our renovations and it was in the paper.
I'm sure you did.
Thanks.
I have no doubt.
It's like,
Knowing my friend Rob Jameson.
Yeah.
Why, Meredith?
I was like,
Why?
I didn't expect.
Way to go, Alex.
You never know what that paper will bring.
I know, but we often do pull on our own
Well, yeah,
lines.
because I'm looking at a quote and I've just gone through this process. so-
Right. We did text call. That's funny.
So I just wanted to give council an update on the
Mhm.
rural transit solutions, just so, we know we got the car, we know the charger was installed and it's working. We're having the 2 level 2s installed at the
So good.
arena, so that's still underway. And should be completed for the end of June, and everything will be up and running. The software, so giving them all of our information, we've got all of our payment stuff in, same with for the charger. So that's pretty close to ready to go. The thing is that there's a device that has to be installed on each of the vehicles, obviously, so that you can use it with the app and you don't need to come in and get the key. You can just unlock and lock it off your phone.
That's so cool.
It tracks you on GPS and all those things.
Right,
So that if they're, so,
so anyone tries to break free for the border.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We just shut it down.
Good.
Shut it down.
So.
You have to,
Yeah, so,
you have to stop every 20 minutes.
so that's the next thing we're working on is the quote for that to have them come in and install on all 3 cars. And then, those will be ready to be rented out. So by the end of June, that's sort of been the deadline that we wanted it by the end of May, but anyway, that's the end of June seems to be the deadline right now. But in the meantime, I did talk to our insurance, so one, the insurance went down, the original quote that I got for rideshare insurance was like 15,000, so it's gone down to 9,300, which is great.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes, and I did also get permission that until we get the app up and running, so we can't insure both programs, but until we get the app up and running, the senior center has a list of volunteer drivers already approved, already scanned, already working for them. But they're looking for additional vehicles. They don't always want to take their vehicles, that's expensive,
Mhm.
or, the senior center only has one vehicle. So I have a booking actually for, Thursday already through them. It's at least a portion of the public being able to use the vehicles until the software takes off. So that it is being used for the purpose that we wanted to, and they gave us all of their data with how many rides and how many people which is gonna be great when we meet, if we get approval to meet with the ministry, that we have all of that,
Mhm.
that ridership data.
So
So.
what, my gas tax?
yeah.
My bad.
So, yeah, so that, I just wanted to sort of give an update on where we were and what all was happening.
Are all the other two municipalities rolling out, rolling out at the same time, in terms of usage?
We're
No.
working on it.
Yeah, I was curious.
But I do have a fun story. I want to tell my fun story. So, Michelle and I were selling duck tickets outside of the museum on Saturday morning. And this lovely couple in an electric BMW pull up. And they go off to Fifth Shoot, they come back and they come over to buy duck tickets, and I said, oh, did you know that we now have his father lives on Maple Ridge. And I said, did you see that we have electric chargers? And his wife said, we used it this morning. We used to have to rent a car to come here.
Mm,
How cool is that?
mhm.
Mission accomplished.
Right? So, and I would say every time I've driven past, there's been a car there except this morning. So that's cool. Like that it's getting, because now we're on the Flow app.
Exactly.
People know they're here, they know they're level 3s. It's so good.
I saw the cutest VW wagon,
The-
or van.
The
sorry.
van,
Yeah.
It was
the
the
bus.
green, that
Yeah.
green color. Oh my God, it was so cute.
so cute.
Yeah, it was right here.
Yeah, we have.
Did Scooby and Shaggy get it?
Exactly.
Right?
Well, Councillor Merv, I don't see how you call a new utility vehicle cute, but there you go.
Oh, it was cute. It's like Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo.
It is. And Thelma. Anyway, I just thought that was a great,
Mhm.
yeah, because, and I said right away, I'm gonna tell that story on Tuesday.
Mhm.
Because to come here, so they didn't have to plug into a 110 at somebody's their dad's house. They had to rent a car every time they wanted to come up to visit his father.
They also might not, wherever they're coming from, they have the ability to make it, well, they obviously would have the ability to make it here if they got here.
I think they stop halfway and just charge up a little bit.
Right,
Right? But they couldn't charge here.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was an amazing story, a tourism story,
The Echo Center, being able to support the or our citizens, residents at large, but to be able to support the senior center with that is.
and the volunteer drivers.
Yeah, or maybe
Right.
one, or maybe there's others who want to volunteer but don't have a vehicle to do it.
Or that can't really afford
No.
to drive their own vehicle.
Which way were they coming? Which way were they coming by the car? From Toronto or?
They're from
Bancroft is charging, Barry's Bay is charging, Kittilou is charging.
But not level 3,
not level 3.
Oh,
so it takes 10 hours.
Yeah.
Ours will get you
That's
done
why I
in an hour and a half.
You'd have to sleep over in
That's
in
what
downtown
it's going
Cleveland.
That's a quote. Ours will get you done in an hour and a half.
That's right.
I'll accept page 5.
That's almost empty. You'll need a half charge.
that's why.
And I think that's what they said they do. They stop halfway and en route. Just fill it and carry on.
There could be co-advertising here with Rio or another restaurant, while you're charging your vehicle, you have an hour and a half to waste,
That's
come
right.
on over for a drink.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's fantastic.
Thanks.
I should say hi.
I know, I'd be like waiting for, I just wanted to, the one thing that stood out to me in reading this is I think it's really important to support the seniors center, but and there is a program that already exists to get seniors and move seniors around to appointments and to other things and Meals on Wheels, and there's like Sunshine Coach, and there's a program that exists, and if we can help that, that's important, but there is nothing that exists for everyone else.
That's right.
So I think like that's where this is really going to fill that gap, is for people who their car breaks down. Or they're, or they, God, whatever, like just all sorts, they can't afford the
Yeah.
insurance anymore, but they only need they work from home, they only need it to go to an appointment every now and then. And it will free up people from needing to own cars because they can just use this. And I see this as something that could grow where as we see the usage, we could eventually add another one or two, depending on how much it's needed. And I think it's brilliant. I'm really excited to see how this goes. But just remembering that there's a whole population that we don't know yet how much it will be used.
Agreed.
And that's what I'm really curious on the data on that, seeing that.
So, and that's so funny because I was the biggest naysayer about these cars, right? I said from the jump, I want the Chargers. I don't want a fully electric car. But now seeing the need, just from the Echo Center, from the Meals on Wheels people, those volunteers,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah, the car is very useful.
Yeah,
So I'm kind of eating my words.
Yeah.
Or going to medical appointments, cancer treatments.
Absolutely, yeah.
because you can't live here without a car,
No, you can't.
but now you maybe can. So it's very exciting.
Yeah.
So kudos, good work.
You can if you get the warden to drive you every day.
And if the warden is,
Looking at you.
if the warden is disrespecting the car, the artificially intelligent car, it may just let her down somewhere inconvenient.
And there would be cries, lots of cries.
I was gonna say, similar to your boombox story, I was having a similar one when I was reading this, thinking, well, what if someone just took off in the car? And then I was like, oh, there's GPS now.
Someone's pulling.
Right.
It's a good thing they're pretty.
Thank
No, it's so true though, because I think we know.
Yeah.
But when you're thinking about it, you didn't think it all the way through. I
Yeah.
agree.
Like teaching your teens how to drive. Maybe you don't want to use your vehicle. Sorry.
Oh, no. I think
Oh,
we should have a rule that nobody can use this with a G1. For
oh,
real.
no,
Yeah.
our insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annette,
Hmm.
anything else?
So just in Rachel's report, so the community futures, of course, are coming June 17th, so they did a presentation here, so we are following through and having them out to do that, so that's great. Lots to report there on Canada Day, that's all gonna come out.
I'm so excited.
Lots of stuff. 25th celebrations, obviously, still promoting that, and the Eganville Photography Club is doing an exhibit, so they've offered to
That's
share
cool.
their pictures and update on our website as
That's cool.
so that's
That's lovely.
that's good. And Driftscape is well underway. Rachel is the expert. If you have any questions, once we get the Driftscape up and running, we've got all of the businesses. I think we can get up to 40 in there. So we have 40 business listings ready to go, and sort of information there, but still going through it to make sure like there's not any inaccuracies in there, and that it's it kind of goes with our culture, because some of them are pretty really exciting, and the sort of some of the language that they're using, that sounds really good, but yeah, maybe
So
something.
Meredith and I are gonna dip our toe in the pool with Rachel later on with
Good,
Driftscape to organize the amazing race.
So looking also, we can do a rewards program through Driftscape, where if you visited, 5 or 10 Winter Valley businesses, it would lock in you, because everyone has one of these now, but following you around, it can tell where you've been. And then, sort of put you in for a prize. We'll see how many people there are and how many names you get in, whether that prize will be every 2 weeks or every month or whatever it is. So that'll be kind of like the Rural Rewards program that went around a couple years ago, so that'll be good. And she's working on the murals tour as well to get that information, so that's going good. Community improvement plan, council approved that, so we did send a letter up to HIPE, so we'll see if the county's going to support that portion. and grants. I mean, we continue to apply. We did get the invasive species action funds. We got a little bit of fund there to spray along the Geo Trail and around the dog park in that kind of area. We didn't get much.
And the fishing duck, please,
Yeah, if we
if we have enough, I know it's only 2,500, but it,
Yeah, so obviously we have to hire somebody else to do that. We don't have a spray license. Yeah.
Just to go back on the Laurel to provide further details on the art panels, I just wanted to publicly share and thank Laurel. The one that was done of the thing is on our barn.
oh, it is?
Yeah, so she asked if we would take it and put it up so that they could have it on the tour.
Oh,
And in a
neat.
place that was visible and whatnot, and we're just around the corner from the Monsieur Caves, and so we got that up this week, over the weekend.
That's so
Yeah.
nice, Mayor, that's
Yeah. I
awesome.
just wanted to let people know that
That's
it's
cool.
nice fitting kind of thing, being someone on council, and there you go.
I have a question for Annette. So part of the requirements when we won the $100,000 fund that funded the SART project was that they had to acknowledge vet death on the signage of the art installations. So I, viewing them when I'm driving by, I don't think it's been done yet. So if we are putting them on Driftscape, that should be done. It should have a plaque on it that acknowledges them, because that's one of the requirements of getting the fund.
And was it on those, or was it just, we just had to put a plaque up?
We had to put a plaque up at each installation that
Oh,
you have to
okay.
acknowledge that we
Okay.
got funding for
Absolutely.
this
Okay,
from Fed Up. So I haven't seen it yet, and it's been 3 years now.
Good call.
So I wouldn't put it on Driftscape till we have it.
What
English
are,
and French.
are these the murals?
So part of that fund, $100,000.
Yeah, no, I
fund was the
understand.
art, the digitization museum, the
Oh.
whole new website, everything.
Just the historical ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the one up the street from me,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, and it should usually have like a government of Canada
Yeah,
But it
with
should be
the
in English and
Fed
French.
Dev, yeah.
yeah, and we can probably put that right on the description on FedDev, like on the Driftscape.
Yeah,
yeah.
So that-
yeah, I would
so
do that
you know what I
too.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for
okay.
sure, but make
So
sure
we
that they're
put
on
it
there
on.
because they're not yet.
Yeah.
And description of where it is, what it represents. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's in
Yeah.
the works, it's just.
Mhm.
Yes,
Just be there.
that's what exactly, yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up, I wouldn't have even thought of it.
Okay.
The community futures here, June 17,
The Eagle's Nest.
Eagles Nest.
Yeah.
And does that require pre-registration or is just come as you go, come as you are?
Think so.
And
I don't-
Rachel, but Rachel's the staff to talk to.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Thank
Wednesday, June 17th, 6 to 7:30, register here, yes. It is a free workshop, but there is a QR code right there. You do need to register, yes.
I was just gonna go and bring readings.
Okay, thank you.
Is that the presentation that we had a few weeks ago?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Good report. Thanks very much. Lots of new things. When I became a counselor here, who'd have thunk we'd be using drones for July 1st and having electric vehicles on the outside the
Oh,
office.
yes.
Right?
it's all futuristic.
We've been drag kicking and screaming.
We
of
have,
the future.
from our boombox and our maps.
And
It's the
this,
wonderful
and this
team.
thing,
Yeah, see right here.
And I will say, I tried to get the chargers like 8 years ago, but it's good that we did them when we had grants to do it.
Oh my
not
God.
Having to pay for it on,
And they're far cheaper now.
yeah.
We are in compliance as well for emergency management. We did get that letter.
Oh, yes.
So I
Yes.
just should also just highlight that in Erica's report.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's deal with correspondence A.
Are we gonna, sorry, where is the Charlie's going?
Under new and unfinished
Okay.
8.2.
8.2, okay.
So I had nothing to raise from correspondence A. The construction update is just for our general information.
Yeah, so
It's a good one.
they're working on the second lift there on 512, but it should be done by probably second week of June.
Your Ruby Road, you're getting ready to go.
Yeah,
Make sure they put the telephone poles in the right place this time.
yeah, exactly. Too soon, John.
Okay.
Too soon.
Should have. Okay, correspondence B, there's perhaps some discussion here. The Eastern Ontario Wardens Council,
Uh-huh.
talking about that. Again, I took that as information, but it's so important. Because we're getting so far behind that it's gonna
It's a
be,
decade.
it's gonna be management difficult.
We are a decade behind. We spoke to P.A. Cooper from the Ministry of Finance and P.A. Smith from the Ministry of Finance, not only about the 1.676% HST, but we also spoke about MPAC and reassessment. And the challenge I see, and I've spoken very publicly about this, is that there'll be bad actors municipally that'll say, whoa, now we've got this new assessment, look at all the money we brought in. But there will be those of us that are smart and say, well, your property went up 20%, ergo, we're going to reduce your tax rate.
Mill rate.
Your mill rate by, or the levy by 18%. So there's gonna be a lot of course correction at the municipal staff level, which it's gonna be a disaster. This whole thing's just bad. And I just wish that they had taken the numbers they knew during COVID and done something with them in 2020. Anyway, I think I moved the resolution or seconded it, but the EOWC is on it, and that was one of the ones that I do have a delegation request in through the Warden's Caucus. No, through county, no, through the caucus.
It just has all the hallmarks of a disaster. The longer they procrastinate.
Agreed.
The taller the cliff is.
That's right.
Again, we had there was one that wasn't in our minutes. Maybe it was just for information. That was the one about protecting our workers. Was that from last?
That's from
Round-
Aors, yeah, or from Good Roads, that's tonight,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's on the schedule for council.
for council, yeah.
Got it, okay. In other words, and then the letter number 5, the letter for support, and I don't think it's generally our policy to support events like that. We'll support them in any way we can, and we'll go and have a look at the demolition derby, especially Councillor Sanderson, who's very interested in demolishing things.
I know,
That's good,
right?
okay.
She's excited about it.
So are we skipping to 5 then?
Did I miss number 3, you're
2, 3,
thinking?
4?
Well, okay, 3 is about regional government,
Mhm.
and Simcoe wanted it, and now they realize, oh, wait a minute. This means the provincial government's going to install a regional chair. And so now Simcoe's going, no, we don't want it in its current form, or whatever the catchphrase they used it. And it's a slippery slope.
Mhm.
I don't think it's something we have to support or not support. Minister Flack knows exactly how I feel about
Yeah,
them installing a chair.
Mayor
When-
Jennifer has been clear. from the outset.
Warden Murphy has been
Yeah.
clear,
Of course.
because the 17 of us are thinking, boy, wouldn't that be easy just to, province just comes in and says, you're government friendly, you're now in charge of the county of Renfrew. So it's concerning,
It's very
I
concerning.
think
it
so.
is.
I also find it confusing, like why this is, like there's different regional government
No,
styles.
Okay, so.
Like,
we've
is-
got-
Cause this has come up and I said, well, that doesn't work like that in Eastern Ontario.
No, we don't have any regions.
Yeah.
So it's the region of Niagara, the region of Halton, the region of Peel, the region of Simcoe. I don't know why they're not counties.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer.
Cause it's a different whole format
is.
style, and so like, but you're
But
right,
it's the same because Simcoe's got 13 local tiers.
right, so why it's, and then
I-
why, yeah, I think it's a very slippery slope and scary to think that.
Yeah.
We start getting the way school boards have
Exactly.
been
So-
taken over.
Yeah.
Someone has a reason for doing that and they're not sharing it.
I can't answer that.
I'm just teasing them.
You think that there's a reason?
Well, I would be expecting a lot.
Love it when you make jokes.
Sorry.
And then the train corridor, I know
Again,
that this is something that you care about.
I'm leaving it alone.
Okay.
I'm in enough trouble about it.
we aren't, you're right, we could support something, but we haven't got an iron in that fire right now.
No, and I don't want to bring light to us.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Rob Flack really likes me at this point. Let's not.
I also personally like really support high-speed trains. It just needs to be done in a way that makes sense.
And that's what our, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what our Renfrew County resolution says.
Yeah,
Can't be in a rush.
That's
and
right.
I
gotta do it
support
right.
that.
Okay. All right, does that cover everything?
Yep,
I
we're at the
think-
library
okay.
update, which was very, very, very good.
We can't seem to open it right now, for whatever reason.
It was
There
very, very,
there was
very
nothing-
good.
There was nothing there, was it?
No, there's an attachment. Anyway, it just.
Oh, yes.
There's
Just
a lot of information.
transparency, it just shows usage stats
Yeah.
and the events, the Tea Party was a great success, we talked about that at the last meeting. Yeah, all the information is there, and I love their data and analytics and when they come to the table every month, will show that. I didn't include the events, but it's on their website if you wanna know what's coming.
Very
The Authors
impressive.
Festival coming up in June, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Jackie Agnew did her book launch there, apparently that was very successful, I don't know if anybody went, but. Lots of good things. I like the, what is the one, the knitting with Narnia, the
Yeah.
Adventures of Yarnia, Narnia?
Yarn, yeah,
Yarnia, that's
Yarnia.
hilarious.
that was my favorite, actually.
Lots of good information there.
And they've been doing that for years, and that budget, our library budget meeting was the very first time I picked up on it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, long time.
Cause I was listening with my boombox. All right. So Charlie's Eatery approached me at 9 o'clock this morning
Oh,
about,
I heard about it on Saturday
there you go.
talk
I
about
was there for
turning an
dinner.
issue around.
or Sunday. I was there for dinner.
That's how I roll.
Yeah,
So I said to the owner, Danny, well, I will be in the office. I'm at an event in Renfrew, but I will be in the office at 11 o'clock. So Danny came in, we gathered Annette and Daryl, and we sat here, and then Annette went out with Jason to make sure it would work. And he needs our permission to go to, you were correct, by the way, he is licensed, to go to Egco so that he can license a patio, and he knows this drawing is not to scale.
did you do that?
Yeah, he did this. It's on the back of a menu.
Nice.
I highly recommend this thing.
So I just had the mac and cheese for lunch,
Amazing.
and it was delicious.
Yeah.
But Annette and Jason and Daryl all say, as long as council's okay to go for it. So with your permission, I would like to tell Danny to go for it.
I'm okay.
Great. Staff direction, I will text, I promise
This
Danny.
has
I will
probably
text-
been the fastest decision, probably, went out.
Well, it so worked out. We were driving Renfrew and we were talking about Charlie's and how good it was, blah, blah, blah. And weirdly, he was texting me at the same time.
Oh,
So no, that I think and we said when we allowed Rio to expand and during COVID, when the granary came out into their parking lot,
Yeah.
we said, once we do this, but it was the spacing of it to make sure that it's still, the sidewalk's still accessible.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's actually really, like, I think it's really good and important to be pro-business. We want people to open here. We want them to have, especially in the summer, they have very little seating inside, and to be able to make money,
I know.
they need to be able to serve more people. So, and it's also just a vibe.
Danny was saying earlier that, even since they put the sign up,
Yeah,
that it's, that even locals are like, hey, I didn't know you were here.
yeah,
So with a patio outside, that will also
Oh,
make
totally.
them visible. And I was saying earlier that there was this great article on the news this morning about how people are staying in Canada, in Ontario. They're doing, these mini tours, and you have to set yourself up as a tourist destination. And I think that, with the chargers and the park and all of our new banners, all of that adds to people stopping. So I think that we're right on the sweet spot. And of course, it was funny because I don't think he expected it to go that quickly, or Danny expected it to go that quickly. And I was like, you gotta get on this, because you've got to apply to Egco. Right? So not apply, it just needs the extension, but still.
I love how Danny, Charlie, and the Granary support our local artists.
Yes,
You know what I mean? They're always in there doing this photography exhibit. where
Yes.
they Have several pieces, he has several pieces featured in the restaurant.
exactly. Anyway, if everybody's good with that, I'll shoot him a text.
Stop for the charge, stay for the meal.
That's,
Right,
Exactly.
I know, I was gonna send him a note, you've got that hour and a half window, right? All of the
but
restaurants.
even
do
the,
that.
even the, like our parks are so well taken care of and like the river's so pretty
Yeah.
and McCray Park and Jill, I don't know, there's so, even just to go for a walk while you're charging,
Mhm.
but definitely eat, grab a coffee. I love it.
All good.
All good.
Next meeting is already dated. Just to remind, Councillor Sanderson, you're chair at that meeting. Are there any comments from the media or questions? There you go.
Thanks.
And we have no closed session. So it's ready to entertain a motion to adjourn. Merv. All in favor?